things for us here is that we don't just screen so that it's entertainment and you're a passive viewer. We're into participatory action. We're into an audience having a dialogue and a conversation. And so, oh yes, so anyhow, one of the things that we do is we do all kinds of art forms. And so we built this wall, actually when Wafa Bilal here got us closed down last year. With the money that was sent in, we built this wall, and this is our gallery wall. So we always have a gallery art show with the other events. And you can look at the flyer and see the different things that we're doing, but this is let's go this way. We also have people come who are writers. And so this is a book, this is our author's wall. Every book right in here has been presented in person by the author. We actually just had a book, this one, Freeing Charles, this season, that was shot by C-SPAN, Book TV, and broadcast nationally.
Wow.
Yeah. So that was cool, and that's about the Underground Railroad. So we're especially interested in the stories that don't, it's very interesting. We're really interested in the stories that don't get mainstream attention.
Alternative
Glendora
media
is an important story.
Yes.
Right?
Very important.
Yes. So let's keep going in here. So here's where we're going to have our fabulous potluck. Again, food is very important to us. Always. And then over here, we have started making publications at the sanctuary. And so, for example, we got a grant through Rockefeller New York State Music Fund about the payola money. There was all this payola money that, you know, that the record companies would pay to get their songs played on the radio.
Oh, yeah.
They got sued by Elliot Spitzer, and some of the money was supposed to go back to more experimental music and alternative music, and we got a grant and did this 13-part series that includes everything from Amiri Baraka to some incredible jazz, Faye Victor, to a drummer who plays, to actually, have you heard of the symbol of the unconquered, Walter Michaud? He's an Oscar Michaud, an African American filmmaker from the 1920s that you know, struggled outside.
There's somebody you never heard.
So anyhow, and these books again are books of people who've come here before, right? So like we have one thing right here, Jeremy Scahill, he seems to be missing, we're out of the DVDs. He's coming back next week, and he's somebody who reports, you know, the kind of things that are neglected by the mainstream press. So we're really interested in cutting edge content, but we're also interested in cutting edge form, aesthetic form. People are taking risks, both with ideas and with the formal strategies of their work. So I'm going to keep you going. Is there anybody in here? When we got closed, these are all DVDs of people who've come who are DVD filmmakers. When we got closed down last year, because we had an Iraqi filmmaker here who's the sweetest guy in the world, but they said we were making terrorist art and they closed us down. We actually used the money not only to make the gallery wall, but to make a handicap accessible bathroom, because that's really important to us, accessibility. And so here's an artist who came in, you can walk in there and check it out, named Ryder Cooley, who said she wanted to, you know, paint a mural in our new bathroom.
I gotta see this.
Yeah, it's a beautiful. You'll see there's bicycles with wings.
It says Wish Garden outside.
Yes,
too.
she did that.
that
Actually, I teach a class called Art Community Technology that Victoria took, and Ryder was in that class. And what she did is she made a wish garden. And sometimes we have a rock painting set up, so while you're waiting, you can paint rocks. Now, here's the thing: we have stairs here. I don't know if there's some people who it's too much to go down the stairs. I just want to check in on that because we have stairs right here. Because I'm going to show you the downstairs.
Yeah, now Hattie, what about you?
I apologize about accessibility downstairs.
Hattie, what about you?
I'm not going down.
You're not going down? Okay.
We'll meet you back up and around.
Then why don't you go down, honey, with your camera, and I'll stay here with your mom.
These shirts right here, this was a project done by Andrew Lynn.
I got to see Andrew Lynn.
This was to make us think about
Get a picture of it, honey.
And to really, it was a meditation on our consumption. And I just
Is it running?
Because you're a spiritual
It's acceptable.
Don't shoot the floor.
I'm not
Ready to go.
Try not to.
2 weeks ago.
I've set it off.
Yeah. Oh, okay. You shut it off? I would keep it going if I were you.
I don't want to do the floor.
Okay.
Red Hat Society.
No.
Red Hat Society.
You can lift that in there. I don't want to. Oh, you don't want to?
No.
I'll stay here with you, Hattie.
Mike, you don't like it here.
people who came on time. So she announced it at the beginning.
I'm sorry.
Hi, Andy. Hi, Andrew.
Rice on top of it?
See what kind of pie this one is. It's the same thing.
Okay.
That one's cupcake's pretty good.
Okay, do you want a spoon? Yes or no? I know, I'm into a double thing. Hi. How are you? I'm good. How are you? Good. Good.
Yep. And this is Glendora.
Hi, Glendora.
This is Sally Berger, who is the outside thesis advisor from the Museum of Modern Art. Who's
Came all
coming.
the way up from Manhattan.
Yes.
And this is Emily. This is Glendora.
Hi,
They
Emily.
both came from New York City.
And you came together?
Yes. Yes.
That was nice of you to come.
Yeah,
You came
well,
yesterday?
Very
Hi,
excited.
who's your other thesis committee? This is your thesis committee.
meet you.
It's my honor.
She has a long history too of making media. Very long, very important history. And we're here very, very excited to have you be here. I can't tell you.
I'm excited that you came.
Yeah. So we're the hard-ass judges of Victoria.
Yeah.
There's another one.
Yes,
another one.
She's another one.
I'm another one, but there's one
She's a
more.
professor at RPI and a media artist.
Yeah, are you going to judge her too?
Yes. Yes.
So it's 1, 2, 3, 4.
Yeah.
To 1? 4 to 1?
Do you want to come?
That's
Maybe
not
you can
fair.
help.
I'll come.
Even the
I'll
odds.
come.
Yeah,
I'll
you can come and you can help Vicky. You know?
Yeah, I'll come.
Yeah. You're gonna be good. You're gonna be good.
That's tomorrow at 8 o'clock. 9 o'clock?
10 o'clock
10 o'clock.
at the River House.
When do you think it'll be over?
Can you do it? And you'll leave a quarter?
2 hours.
You like that? You think it's 2 hours?
Yeah. And she has to defend her thesis, right?
Yes. Yeah. I know. It's very nerve-wracking for the artist.
Did you have to do it?
No, I didn't have to do. Well, I had to submit a written thesis, but I didn't have to do an oral defense.
You didn't?
No. Yeah, I think that's a real.
Where's the other one, the fourth one?
Nao is here, but I think she's still sitting
Oh, all
outside.
4 of you tonight, and then you're going to see her thesis.
Well, we're seeing the film for the first time.
Yes.
It's finished.
That's good. That's exciting, yeah.
Yeah.
She worked on that so hard.
Oh, I know she did. Yeah.
I think we were 2 years doing it. I think it started in Thanksgiving of 2007.
And she met you through.
Manhattan Neighborhood Network. I'm a public access producer.
Yeah.
And she, since 1972, since before it was a Manhattan Neighborhood Network. When it was, are you from Manhattan?
Well, no, I'm from New Jersey, but I've lived in Manhattan since the 70s.
Well, it was the Time Warner then. No, it wasn't Time Warner, it was Time. It was before Time was Time Warner. Yeah.
Oh, look how cute.
I met all the people who are ganging up on me tomorrow.
Ganging up on. Oh, yeah.
All except one. I'm missing one. The other one is.
Oh, Kathy?
Yeah, where's
Oh,
Kathy?
come here.
A black poodle.
Yeah, this
Hello.
is okay.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Smile. One more. One more.
The cupcake and the.
1, 2, 3. Perfect.
Being a professional.
I'm a hug.
Oh, how nice. How's your
So great, you came.
I found directions. Gene Hacker. I don't know the
Hello. Thank you so much for coming. Sure. Yeah. The two of you came together.
Yes.
Yeah. How do you know Gene? I don't know, a long time.
Longer than I've known you.
You really? Mm-hmm. Really?
Probably twice the length of the time.
Oh, that's nice. Thank
Yes.
you, Jean. Do you live down near us, or?
Yes, Malaysia.
In Malaysia, yeah. Oh, that's good. That's 12184, right? 12184. We're 12106.
Yes.
Yeah. Isn't that nice?
Is this a new jacket?
Yeah, pinstripe.
You got a new jacket.
Yeah, that's right.
I forgot my hat. I was going to wear a hat too.
Oh. Come on, let me give you some food.
Okay.
Come on, this way. Come this way.
No, we're good. We're so happy.
I'm done. Do you know where there's any other plates, honey? Oh, really?
Yep.
I don't want to cause you trouble.
Not at all. Not at all.
Popcorn, Glenny?
Yes, please.
I would love
Where's
some.
the little bag?
We're looking for, we're looking for food for Gene Hacker and for,
Yeah, help yourself. There's plenty. And then
we need a plate.
popcorn.
We need a plate, honey.
Bag.
Oh, no, we ate. We didn't realize that you were having.
Oh, well, then you'll have some pie.
Sarah, you can help yourself.
Sarah. Sarah, I want you to try this. Gene Hacker, I want you to try my drink.
What's that?
It's French vanilla. International delight.
When you show it, I understand. You must be able to do this.
It's grits.
I don't think I've ever had this.
No, it's my invention.
Oh yeah?
Yes, and it's so nutritious. You drink this and you don't want anything else to eat much. And this is for Sarah.
It's the perfect food, huh?
Hey, Glendora.
Hi, how are you?
Remember me? I'm Rob.
How are you doing,
Hi,
Rob?
good. How's it going?
It's going fine. How's it going with you?
Great,
I
great.
got great videos of you, Rob.
Oh, no.
Yes, taking your pictures. Where might be? Did you get any stills for me, Rob?
I did. I gave them to Vicky, so she
When?
might have them.
Vicky,
Hi.
Hey, how's it going? Good. Congratulations.
he gave you stills that you're to give to me.
Yes, I'm going to give that to you with all the outtakes. I owe her all the footage.
And we're meeting
She's
what
gonna air
day?
it all.
Wednesday at noon?
I think Wednesday, yeah. We said tentatively Wednesday.
Yes, and I wanted you to have this. This is my drink.
Spread.
Oh, this is
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think we're going to start a little bit.
It's International Delight French Vanilla Grits. It's grits.
what it is.
Yeah, it's grits.
Oh, I love grits. I grew up on grits.
Oh, good. Have some more.
May I help myself?
Oh,
Yeah,
please
thank
do.
you.
That's not enough. Come back.
No? Really?
That's not enough either.
Oh. I don't want to finish you out. Thank you.
Glendora, tell me again all that's in here.
What?
Tell me again all that's in here.
Nothing but grits.
Okay.
With International Delight. French vanilla.
That's it. Oh.
Water, grits, and French vanilla International Delight. Did you have some of my drink?
I'm not able to today. Some other time I would love to try it.
Well, I don't think there'd be another time.
Hold on, don't move. You were probably sitting on the outside floor. I got most of it.
We sat outside a lot. Hey, Glenny.
Yes, dear.
How are you?
Oh, fine. Oh, Nicole.
Nice to see you.
I saw your video about what you said about public access.
Oh, great.
This is a drink I made, Nicole.
Oh, I would love to have some.
I'm half kidding.
This is French International Delight.
Oh, fantastic. Cheers. Cheers to happiness and long life.
That's what.
I gotta get a picture of your cupcakes.
This is delicious. Yeah. I'm hungry, but I need to try some carrots pie. Oh, yeah.
How you doing on your work, Nicole?
I'm doing good, You know, really enjoying working with different members of our community, making videos and animations with some young people across the street, meeting more and more people. And
Are you from Worcester?
I am, yes.
Hi, how are you?
I would like to talk to you about putting A Chat with Glendora on Charter TV in Worcester.
Oh, okay. Absolutely. I have a lot of friends who work there, actually.
You know what kind of cupcakes there
Good. Do you know how I get an application?
Yeah, let me email some people who work there and see how to do that. What's the best way to get it to you, Glendora? Do you have a card or through Vicky maybe? Or?
No. I'll go get you an address.
Okay. Excellent.
Do you,
Just like when you see walking people all over, they'll all line up. So what happened is this whale apparently it lost contact with a pod and stuck all over the energy field. That field was displaced somehow by its navigation. It could be because of sickness in their head. Or
it's got magnetite in their head.
yeah.
And so they can feel the magnetic lines, the geopathic lines.
Well, it's also it allowed the Navy was using sonic sound
Did you see my crayon?
to find things like sonar.
Did I see your
And
what?
it affected the hearing of these beasts,
Crayon?
and it causes a lot of problems.
The ARC project, you're talking about the ARC project.
What's for crayon?
Yeah, it
Crayon,
messes with
for
them.
crayon.
I need a pen. A pen? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, they used to be able to.
I think I'm going to grab myself a cookie before you all go.
You didn't eat your walking with them.
That's not mine. Oh, yeah, sorry, that's right.
How many people are here? 70?
You finished with your multiple?
Might be.
Sounds right.
I'll be responsible for you.
I'm going to give myself a
Come
cookie.
on, Judy, eat. Then when we start the show, you're going to see.
You want anything else, honey?
Probably I'll go with cookie.
And how'd you like the international?
A lot better than I thought I would.
Yeah.
I thought, oh no.
Think how good that is for you. I'm telling you, if you eat things like that, your body says, thanks, I wanted nutrition. And then you don't get hungry.
All right. The place is empty.
I was very young on that one. I was 21 years of age. So that was a long, long time ago.
What happened the decade that you were born, and what happened the next decade. But then, and writing is great, because all these things are going to pass when you pass. So then I said, well, that's dumb. Put it on audio tape. So, I started audio taping it. And I think it's up to as far as 1956, which were very big years. Very big years. And I said, that's dumb. Put it on videotape. You know, why go 2-3 generations back as far as technology? Put it on videotape. And that's what I'm doing. In fact, I finished it. But I've got to go back and play these on videotape. In other words, I have to sit down at a desk and play these on a videotape player, excuse me, an audio tape player, and then get the whole story. ladies, one day I mailed a tape cassette, you know, a little audio cassette, not a video cassette like this. And I mailed it to Providence, Rhode Island. And I came back in the afternoon, and I was lying down. I got a telephone call, and the man said on the other end, he says, "Are you Glendora Folsom?" And I said, "Yes." And he says, "Did you send a package to Providence, Rhode Island this morning?" I said, "Yes." He says, "Well, it's humming." To me, it was kind of funny, but to him, it wasn't. And so he said, "You get over here just as fast as you can." When I get over here, you know, here's all these postal inspectors, you know, they all had guns on their hips and everything, you know. And they stood right by me and they said, "You unwrap that." And sure enough, it was humming. What had happened was that the cassette, for some reason, that little player, you know, something hit that button and it started to roll. And can you imagine being in the post office and hearing all this foolish stuff about a package?
I met Glendora when I was working at the public access TV station in Manhattan in 2006. I knew her mostly from the phone conversations we had before I met her face to face. She told me stories of early television and her days as a quarter-pack pioneer. She was amazed by the ever-changing media technology and described in detail her efforts to keep up with it. I was amazed by her devotion to produce media in her later years. Glendora would tell me one joke per phone call and leave more on my voicemail when I could not answer. She sent me handwritten notes in the mail. One had her show details on the back of a photocopied image of a young Glendora with Bob Hope. I was intrigued. Glendora persistently invited me to her home upstate, which she called the Happy House, to eat a vegan lunch and to chat about public access TV. After several months, I took her up on the offer.
There's nobody else like you, and you want to know why? Because God's running a complicated universe, and there are jobs to do, and God needs those jobs to be done, and He made you with a special set of talents to do that one job that nobody else can do. So at 22 or earlier, if you can, sit down and listen and say, what did you create me to do? I did that, I did it sincerely. The answer kept coming up, television. This was in 1982 and 3 when television was everything. People didn't go to the bathroom because they were watching television. They waited until the commercial. And all these aerials sprung up on houses and made the whole landscape look funny. Now, this is the thing I want you to see. The school has begun, okay?
Okay.
The school has begun. Hello, everybody. It's raining cats and dogs. How do I know? I just stepped into a pool. I have announcements, and I will help you with your announcement. Do you have anything you want people to know? I'll help you every way I can with your announcements. It takes me about a month, though, to get them on the tube. I have an announcement. I would like to start by reading to you the First Amendment to the Constitution of the United States of America. The First Amendment. Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. Beyond recognition, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't get into NBC or CBS because it's like trying to get into the castle or the fortress of Henry VIII. So I went up into the backwoods in Pittsfield, Massachusetts, and I started my first show. I wanted to start out small, so it was a kid's show. The show moved from 15 minutes a week to 45 minutes a day in Manchester, New Hampshire, on Channel 9, WMUR. And it was the SS Glendora. And I told the kids that the SS stood for steamship, and they said, no, it stands for stupid show. They would come in and they'd say, this is Chief Mate so-and-so reporting from Concord, New Hampshire. This is Chief Mate so-and-so reporting from Nashville, New Hampshire. And one little boy came up and he was so little that I couldn't have a hat that small, and the hat that he had came down and bent his ears over. And he said, this is Chief Mate, where am I from? But after the Manchester, New Hampshire show, Milton Bradley became the sponsor of the SS Glendora. The people who were behind Captain Kangaroo got in and tried to talk Milton Bradley out of dropping me and sponsoring Captain Kangaroo. That was not nice, was it? Well, somehow or other, this advertising agency in Hartford prevailed, and they went through it.
Do you have any of this on tape anymore?
There was no tape.
It's all live and no tape?
No tape and no film. Broadcast TV had never been commensurate with the public's airwaves. The airwaves belong to the public. And the FCC, through its greed and avarice and acquisitiveness, let the broadcast corporations, you, Mr. Paley, you, General Sarnoff, you took the public's airwaves, and you made billions on it, and that was not right. And so cable TV came along with a multiple channel capacity. Thank God that the Congress of the United States ruled that the cable operators had to relegate a channel to the public. That was the beginning of PAG, Public Educational and Government Access.
The welfare department seems to have a stigma attached, and people are just too proud to ask for help.
Not me.
Would you tell us?
A Woman's Place is all kinds of things. It's a collective of women, of 7 women and 7 kids living here together with the main purpose of keeping a retreat for women going.
How are you today? I'm very fine. How are you? Oh, good, thank you. It's a beautiful day. Yes, indeed. It's delightful. Would you tell us if you're depressed by New York City's finances? I'm very depressed. I foresaw this. Anybody could see. Wastefulness, corruption. Yes.
Hi, folks. It surely would be nice to see you happy. And you can be if you get your thought into shape. And the Glendora Happy Book can help you do this. It can help to get you love, courage, hope, peace, wealth. To get your Glendora Happy Book, send $1 to Glendora, Box 1031. I live in a box. Scarsdale, New York. And a free gift under a money pin. $1,000 inside, all ground up from the Federal Reserve System. Some people have money to burn. They have money to shred.
So tell me about your personal recipe for happiness. You're known as the happiness lady, well, is that what they say?
No.
What do they call you?
Glendora.
Yeah.
And what did you say your name was?
I'm Dick.
Now,
last night.
You are a very good interviewer.
Well, thank you.
And I'm going to recommend you for a raise.
Thank you.
The recipe for happiness, David, is that there's one thing in this world that you can do better than anybody else. And if you will go by yourself, you will find out what that is. And you will do it, and you'll be happy. Now, if you don't do it, David, it's going to nag at you every second of your life.
So you find out what it is that you're good at.
No, the one thing that you can do better than anybody else.
The one thing you can do better than anyone else, and you just concentrate on that.
Yes, you do.
And then that'll make you happy.
Well, sure, because you'll get everything you want.
Yeah.
The Cable Act of 1984 came out, Title 47, the United States Code, Section 521, et sequitur, the health and the welfare of the public. Congress called us an electronic soapbox. Congress was calling us a public forum. Public forums have a lot of power. Folks, they could just change 2 or 3 words in the public access law and it would be gone. So I thank you, Congress. I thank you, cable operators, that we have public access. It's a great, great, great phenomenon. It's true free speech. We are an electronic soapbox.
Hi, Glendora. Tom talking here from Denver.
Hi, Tom. How are you?
Well, I've had bad days, to be honest with you.
Yeah, what was wrong with the...
Well, I'm not proceeding today, and I have to call you because I don't have good news.
Oh, bad.
Yes. I have to call you to tell you that the executives in the company sat down and reviewed your program.
Uh-huh.
And I have to take it off the air.
Uh-huh. Why is that?
Well, what they're saying is that the public access is not really a place for someone to talk specifically about their individual difficulties with another party, and that the subject material is not turned into the general subscriber population of the system.
He doesn't know about censorship and about public access and how you can't rule on the content of a program unless it's obscene. Is he ever worried about lawsuits on the First Amendment, freedom of speech?
Evolution is always worried about lawsuits, but
You just don't do things like that. It's bad enough to even question the freedom of expression. That's bad enough in itself. But to do it in such a sloppy way is totally unacceptable. And it's very dangerous. I strongly warn him, and this is a warning, I warn him to reconsider. As to how much time I'll give him to reverse it, and I do mean reverse it, because it's an outrageous thing to do. Well, of course, after that, I went to the law libraries, and I started looking up the law. And it was overwhelming, but I certainly knew what my case was, that it was, at that time I wasn't knowledgeable enough to articulate it as editorial control. And back in those days, the FCC was a whole lot different than it is now, and a whole lot more competent. And I had the insight from above to call the FCC, and fortunately a young man answered, and I told him what they had done. And he says, look up United States Code, Title 47, Section 521 et sec. He says, look up 531E. I went back to the library and I looked it up, and there articulated was everything I needed. No cable operator shall exercise editorial control over public access. And that's exactly what they had done, and I had the record. They took the program off of the TV, out of editorial control. So the oral argument for that, folks, is going to be before the United States Court of Appeals, Second Circuit, Foley Square, 17th floor. Come, you are invited. And you don't have to be invited. Courts are a public process. Remember that. You walk into any court that you want, and you watch, and you listen, and you observe, and you find out what's being done wrong. The Westchester Court ruled, and the only thing Cablevision's lawyer, Park Avenue lawyer, could say to Judge Silverman was, could we have 30 days? So they waited 30 days, they put the program back on the TV. This was a tremendous blow to Cablevision, because Cablevision was used to saying, I don't care what the law is, I'm going to do it anyhow. And it still is their attitude. But this time, they lost.